We're going to finish going over this last problem real quick. I know we didn't finish all of N, but I think we did enough to refresh your memory. We're going to go over O, and then remember you're going to complete one on your own today in class, and that'll count as your weekly worksheet for the week. So on this first, because it's been a while and we did this during RTI time, we're going to take a little bit of notes right here in this box. That's why I left us some space. Who thinks they know something very important that we need to know to be able to do these problems? Hutley. Okay, the first number tells us how much to go to the right. What do we call that first number? Does anybody remember? Elise? The x-coordinate. The x-coordinate. And yeah, it tells us how far to go on the x-axis, which is the one that goes to the right. So all of that is correct. So we're going to write an open ordered pair, which means like this. It's just kind of an empty ordered pair. Okay, and it is important for us to know that the first one is always the x-coordinate. The second one is the y-coordinate. What is an easy way to remember that? What's an easy way to remember that? Kinley? Yeah, in the alphabet, x comes before y. In an ordered pair, the x-coordinate comes before the y-coordinate. Okay, and what Hutley was saying is also very important. That first number tells us to move to the right. So let's draw an arrow that shows that that first number tells us how far to the right to go. And again, we're moving along the x-axis because it's our x-coordinate. The second number tells me to do what? Lainey? Not to the left. Braylon? To go up. To go up. Where do we always start? Hutley? Nope, we always start in the same spot. At 0, 0. At the ordered pair 0, 0, which is down there in the corner. Okay, we always start there, and then we decide how far right to move and how far up, because pretty soon we'll have more of this coordinate plane. Right now we just see one quadrant, which doesn't mean don't draw this, anything to you right now. But pretty soon we'll have to graph points on all of that. So right now our focus is just this top right quadrant up here. That's all we see. But pretty soon we have other directions that we will be able to go with this. Okay, let me get rid of all that. Did I get rid of too much? Okay, so first one says, give the ordered pairs for point C. What is an ordered pair? What is an ordered pair? Emma Kay, what do you think an ordered pair is? If I'm giving the ordered pair for point C. Yeah, the thing in the parentheses. That's exactly what it is. Anytime it says ordered pair, I start with my parentheses. So both of these, we're going to go ahead and fill in our parentheses and our comma. Now we have to find point C. So we are looking for the ordered pair of that one. Remember, the first number tells me how far I'm moving to the right. So if I start at 0, how far to the right do I need to move before I get to point C? I have to move to the right 6, so my first number is 6, my x-coordinate. How far up do I need to move, Aiden? Up 7, so my second number is 7. So the ordered pair we would just say is 6, 7. I want you to try and find the ordered pair for point A. Be careful, A is a tricky one. The first number tells us how far to move left or right, and we do have to have a number there. Wyatt, how far to the right do I have to move to get to point A? It's kind of a trick question. So if I'm starting here, how far to the right do I have to move to get to point A?
1.
I have to move 1, so if I go over there, it's trick question. Jackson?
0.
0. Our first number is 0. We do not have to move to the right at all, but I have to have a number there. Lexi, how far up do I then have to go? So yeah, I go from 0, I go over 0 and up 6. So my ordered pair would be 0, 6 or 0, 6. Now it says, so we pulled ordered pairs there. Now it's giving me an ordered pair and it wants me to put the dot and the letter on the graph. So how do I get to 3, 2? It's saying on the graph, plot point Y at 3, 2. Addie J, how do I get to 3, 2? Yeah, I go to the right 3 and up 2. I put my point. And what did it tell me to call that? Point Y. So I just put a Y next to it. Gabe, what about the last one? Plot point X at the origin. Where is the origin? Where does the whole thing originate? 0, 0. It is an ordered pair. I want you here to write 0, 0. The origin is 0, 0. So let's go ahead and add a real dot there. And what are we going to call that point? X. Okay, so that's all we needed to go over. So what you're going to do for the rest of the time is you have a weekly worksheet to complete on your own. If you get it done today in class, you're then going to log into Edulastic and enter your answers online. Okay? I'm going to have you submit it. I don't know if I have it set to push out your answers or not. I typically don't on these. When you're entering stuff, pay attention if it says like don't enter spaces. I'm going to go through and hand grade them anywhere, but if it says don't enter a space and you put a space, it's going to mark it wrong. Okay? So just try and read those words that we call directions when you're doing it. Okay? When you get to O, this one's a little bit tricky to enter because of the way I had to make it. So like when you're entering one like this, it'll have like parenthesis, you fill in a box, comma, you fill in a box, parentheses. So I already have the parentheses and the comma for it. Like you would just click in this box, enter a 6, hit enter, or like save, whatever, submit. Then you click in that box, type in 7, and move on to the next problem. So you enter the numbers separately. But if you have questions when you get there, just let me know. Okay? I highly suggest you keep out your weekly worksheet because can you use your old one to help you? Yes, if you get stuck, use it.